Google's Manifest v3 update, the change that might break your favorite extensions. Google has decided to introduce a new update for Chrome's extension system called Manifest v3, which is supposed to enhance performance and security. But in reality, this update is like a doctor treating a cold by stopping your breathing. What is Manifest v3? Manifest is a core JSON file inside every Chrome extension, known as manifest.json. This file defines the extension's permissions, features, settings, and resources it uses. Google Chrome has had multiple Manifest versions. Manifest v2 offered more flexibility for developers, especially with Web Request API, which allowed direct modification of network requests, allowed loading and executing external JavaScript within extensions, supported background pages, which enabled extensions to run continuously. Disadvantages: it provided very broad permissions, which could be misused to violate user privacy. Some extensions consumed a lot of resources due to their continuous background activity. Now comes Manifest v3. Why did Google introduce this update? The main goals of Manifest v3 are enhanced security, to prevent malicious extensions from stealing user data, better performance reducing RAM and CPU usage by extensions, privacy protection, limiting extensions' ability to access user data without permission. However, the solution Google introduced comes at the expense of powerful extensions that people rely on daily, particularly ad blockers and privacy extensions. What has changed in Manifest v3? 1. Blocking Web Request API. This was the feature that allowed extensions like uBlock Origin and AdBlock to control and block ads before they even reached the page. Now Google is saying enough and has prevented extensions from modifying data as it enters the browser. 2. Replacing it with Declarative Net Request. Google introduced a new system called Declarative Net Request API, which means that extensions can no longer directly modify network requests. Instead, they must predefine a set of rules for blocking ads or anything else. In simple terms, instead of extensions thinking for themselves and blocking suspicious content, they must ask Google for permission first. This significantly reduces developers' freedom and makes ad blocking much harder. 3. Preventing extensions from running in the background. Previously, extensions could run in the background to monitor activity and provide additional features like password management or video downloads. Now, Google says, no, extensions will only run when needed. This will reduce the efficiency of some extensions. How will this update affect you? Ad blocking will be weaker. Extensions like uBlock Origin won't be as effective in blocking all ads. Some extensions will stop working. Any extension that relied on Web Request API will either break or become much weaker. More control for Google now. Every action taken by extensions must follow Google-approved rules. Is there a solution? Use Firefox. It still supports extensions using the older method. Try Chromium-based browsers like Brave or Vivaldi. They are looking for ways to keep supporting old extensions. Developers are finding workarounds, but these may only be temporary. Google claims this update is to protect users, but in reality, Manifest v3 gives Google more control and weakens ad blocking tools that cost them ad revenue. If you rely on extensions like uBlock Origin or Privacy Badger, this update could be a disaster for you. Do you see this update as a step towards security or a way for Google to control the internet?